Hi, you're on Rescue TV. I'm pretty excited to bring you Jess Hart for Luma Cosmetics. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
How do you look like this after a 22-hour flight from New York?
Luma Cosmetics.
Do you sleep on flights?
I did. I slept a lot on this one.
Can I ask you something? You really are like the poster girl for good health and vitality, but you have a crazy lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Do you have like some tricks in the tool bag for like keeping your energy levels up? Do you eat differently when you travel? What's the story? We want some of what you're having.
You just have to go for it. I drink a lot of coffee, but I find I drink so much coffee that it stops working. And water really helps. Water really wakes me up. I drink as much as I can on the plane. I have to admit, I do find it a struggle. Water is not something I go for unless I absolutely have to. But I do find it helps. So that's kind of my trick when I'm coming off a plane or into a situation like that. Just get it in me.
And in terms of like, you know, getting your energy up, are there any kind of exercises? What's a week like in your life for, you know, exercise? And
no regular weeks. They're all a bit different. I know. But ideally, I love to go to the gym in the morning. I love to, if at worst case, just like 30 minutes running or be with my trainer and do something between stretching, toning, a bit of everything. Traveling so much, I get a bad back, so I have to do a lot of kind of stretching. Yoga really helps that. Any sort of exercise. I love exercise. It does really make you feel good. I just don't get to do it as much as I would like.
You know, I think Luma Cosmetics is a really perfect dovetail to the image that you portray, because you are, you know, this picture of health and natural beauty. So when I heard that you were making a cosmetics line, I actually thought to myself, I bet she's going to take a really natural approach to it. And it seemed like a very thoughtful, honest expression of you.
Good. It is. It's something, I wanted it just to be something I could really authentically represent. Wasn't going to get up here and promote something that I wasn't 100% into. I naturally am pretty, I don't want to say lazy, but it has to be easy because I'm just not going to do...
So I guess when somebody isn't doing your face and you have to do your own, you like shortcuts.
Exactly. I'm not going to be trying to do too much to myself.
You don't really need a lot done.
Well, you'd be surprised. No, I just like, tinted moisturizer is my absolute go-to thing, even just going down the street. It's great.
Do you wear sunscreen?
It is a natural sunscreen of 15. That's as much as
and
you
do you
can
wear
get
more sunscreen as well?
In summer, I will use...
Because you've got like beautiful skin.
Yeah, but I do have some sun damage. So that...
Watch out, girls.
Yeah, sunscreen's a must. It definitely saves you. The sun can be quite damaging. So I try and focus on that. Like the things you don't think about, like the little tops of your head there. And yeah.
It's a nice broad range. I think like 34... items
that would be, though, there are 5 foundation shades. There's one foundation, so it's quite small, but it's just like a basic kit. Like I think
but how did you get to like creating your own cosmetic line? Did it take a long time? Has it been on the drawing board?
It's been 3.5 years.
3.5 years. And how hands-on were you?
100%, but that's why it's taken so long. Everything from the way everything, starting with the product, every texture, every color, every pigment, anything was 100% done by me.
And were you inspired by what's in your makeup kit?
Yes,
did you
exactly.
go out to replicate what you always go to?
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone would always ask me what I'm wearing, what's on my skin, and it was usually a tinted moisturizer and a bit of highlighter and a lip balm. But I think just with the right shade for you and the right way to use it, it can work for everybody. And
it is a natural brand. How far did you go to make sure that it was really in integrity and
it's
your
tough.
Values?
Yeah, it was tough because we didn't really know where to start either. I said I want a tinted moisturizer, so we'd find someone to do a tinted moisturizer. We can do that all natural. Then the blush, I wanted a blush like this, but then this person couldn't do it, so we'd have to outsource that. So there's been a lot of outsourcing. It's all done in about 6 different places to make sure everything was as good as it could be and all natural.
And do you have like favorite products, favorite children from the range?
Yes. My favorite is the highlighter. This took forever to
this one?
To
how do you wear it?
You can use with your to tap on your finger. like this. But I think just to be safe, I like to use a brush, a little brush, and I put it on the tops of my cheeks or on my eyebrows, maybe in the crease of your lip there.
Are these like backstage makeup tricks you've learned?
I think so, yeah. When I was like, wow, that's amazing when I first discovered it. And then I found a great one that I loved, and then it was discontinued, and so now I found my own.
She's done her own.
And it's good. I love it. I use it all the time. I just put it on. It's on my cheek.
You're part of an pretty powerful Aussie alumni of gorgeous girls that are now really spreading the good word about Australian beauty around the world. And the media likes to kind of pit you guys either against each other or as besties. Do you actually ever run into Miranda, Julia Novus, anyone like that, or are you living very separate lives?
Occasionally, we don't. Yeah, it's we see each other around. We're all in the same. I see Julia all the time at fashion shows.
Sure.
She's just an absolute. She's amazing. And then Miranda, I see at the Victoria's Secret show or around maybe an event. But not. I mean, we just see each other. We're in the same industry, but not as often as one may think. Everyone thinks you must be all best friends. And
I think with the angels too, they kind of like either make you out to be best friends or fierce rivals.
Well, you do shoot more. When you're doing a lot with them, you will be shooting with them, and therefore you'll create friendships more often. But I'm friends with a bunch of girls. I mean, you just don't... Our schedules are so crazy, so you just know if you're in town, one of them won't be, and it just becomes... we just catch up on shoots, basically.
Is it just Australians that think that Australians are doing so well around the world, or when you're traveling and you're turning up to jobs, you really feel that there's a
people are saying like, wow, the Aussies are really coming out. I think there was this whole Brazilian thing, and I think right now there's a few more Aussies, but we have so many gorgeous girls out there right now, and all the new little up and comers, which are great.
And, what do you think it is that sets you guys apart? I mean, obviously, the beautiful looks, but is there like a work ethic, or is there an approach that you take to your careers that's refreshing, that, has really catapulted all of you to such global stardom?
No, I think that, I don't know, I think it's like a professional attitude, and I think we look at this like a job, and we work really hard, and we are very professional at it, and I think that's probably how we continue to stay here.
And this is really a business. So is this your first foray into your own
Yes, this
business?
Is my company and something that I created from the get-go, and I will continue to be a part of, and this is my business. Can you share with us, do you have any business mentors that have really sat with you and said, these are imperatives for success in business, because it's different to obviously being the product, you've created a product. Do you have anyone that's helped guide you on the business level? Or as in terms of what products to have?
No, in terms of how to run a successful business.
Well, I think that I am creative, but I will not pretend to be the business mind behind this. So I think the best thing I've had is a great partner, and you have a good business partner, and it's like a yin and yang. I do everything I need to. He does all the rest. The hardest part is trying to explain to him where the blush goes and why we need to use it. Aside from that, it's just getting someone that really is going to be in it with you as much as you are, but can do all the stuff you can't.
Well, we'll have what you're having. And I gave myself a little Jess Hart Luma makeover while I was waiting for you to come in. And I have to say, the products are beautiful. They're really also generous in the package sizing. The blushes, the bronzers. The
blushes will last you
and,
for years.
And the eyeshadow. I think this
is
like the world's biggest eyeshadow, girls. This is amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
Congratulations.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
An absolute pleasure to meet you in the flesh.
You too.
You surpass your impeccable reputation.
Oh, thanks
Lovely
so
to
much.
see you. Jess, is there a book or books that have really changed the way you think or motivated you?
I have just finished reading a book called The Power of Habit, and it's great. It's really interesting to see the way that we automatically process certain things, and the reason we form habits. And I think it's really helped. This book was kind of about businesses and personal issues or personal things in life. But I think that once you read it, you see where it comes from. Like, it's strange, like silly little things I've noticed now. your passcode on your phone, your brain automatically puts that into habit so that it just stops having to think about it. And it's like the time you pick up someone else's phone, it doesn't matter how many times you keep putting in the same one that's yours, because your brain recognizes iPhone, and the next thing is the passcode. And I think it's just really interesting. So I've adapted that in a few places.
And is there an outfit or a fashion piece that always makes you feel good?
Skinny jeans, maybe. I don't know. No, high-waisted jeans I love, but just easy, kind of comfortable things. Jeans. I love jeans.
Do you have a confidence colour of lipstick that always perks up your mood?
Pink.
Your bright pink?
My bright pink.
That was a good lipstick.
The pink is great. It really is.
That was a great pink.
I'm all for a big statement lip, but pink or a really good red.
Is there a place that you go to think your good thoughts, or just to clear your mind from your...
The gym. Running. It's my meditative state. I just run and I think. I don't listen to music, I just think. And I think it's great. I leave the gym feeling great.
Now, your dog is a big part of your life. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that your dog has taught you about life? He's so present. He's just always there. He's a big part of my life because he just wouldn't let me be otherwise. But I think that the one thing I love about dogs is just that unconditional love. And whenever I come in or I'm mad or anything, and he's just so happy, and it just reminds you that like nothing's really ever that bad, and just to be happy. And finally, is there a woman that you really admire?
Probably my mum. My mother was a very strong person that raised my sister and I as a single mother, and everyone says she did a pretty good job, and I think so too.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Perfect. Lovely.